Welcome back to Watchin Baseball. It's a show of us watching baseball. Hopefully you could have figured that out. We're watching World Series.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. We're watching World Series games. If you've been with us, you know we started in 1972. Just arbitrarily. I don't know why we chose that, but we did. We're going up. We're all the way to 1988 now, which in 86, Jake, we had Buckner, and I introed it as saying, is this one of the most famous World Series moments? I think this is it. I think this is top five, I'll say easily.
I've got
World Series moment.
Gibson, and this is a toss-up. I think this loses points because it is game one. I think Buckner loses points because, it was still game 6 and it's an error. At least Gibson hits a homer. That's really cool. Howie Kendrick, we're still too close to the situation, but that was game 7.
But there's the pomp and circumstance around this.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing. So 1988.
Tell me about some of the pomps.
All the pomps. Pom-poms. Pompeii. Pomperag. We are 1988, Battle of California. What'd they call this? The I-5 series or some shit?
California Love. I don't know if this had a cool nickname.
Okay. Boring. As always, this is brought to you by the shop at jomboymedia.com. You can get this shirt or this one or still just these two.
Just those two for now. But there are others.
Yeah, there's 100 others. Go check out the store.
You can look at those if you want.
All right, so first, actually, we're going to watch because, there's one memory that everyone knows from this game. It's the Gibson home run. We'll get to there. This is game 1 of the World Series. Gibson has a whole crazy season and a crazy NLCS, but he's injured. But first, the A's get on the board because a young man named Jose Canseco.
Yeah, and that's kind of actually, again, I don't think this World Series has a cool nickname like a lot of them have. But this A's team is electric.
Yeah.
It's
Bash Bros.
Young Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire, the Bash Bros. Dave Stewart, Dennis Eckersley. This A's team is pretty good.
Has never hit a grand slam in his career until perfect time for the graphic.
That was on a line.
Hit the camera?
Oh. That's double points, right?
And look where he hit it. Over the center field fence, a line drive. It didn't get up. It didn't
Look where he hit it.
Yeah. He was strong, huh?
Yeah. There's some different rumors around that.
We talked about it. They have about 5 guys on that lineup with one swing.
Love the jacket. Swag. He's young. You said he was 23?
23 or 24, yeah.
Look at Lasorda.
Tommy. Last time we saw Tommy, he wasn't looking like that Tommy Lasorda.
No.
Little water weight, little age. And seeing Jose Canseco as a normal human's kind of weird.
He's got all his thumbs. All right. So there you go. There's the 4 on the board. I just never really knew that was part of this game, so I wanted to go watch that.
Tim Belcher on the bump? Yeah. Nice.
Now we skip bottom 9.
As we look at Gibson again, when he comes from that way, he kind of drops that arm and.
Okay.
And with runners at first and second and 1 out, Hamilton hit into a double play.
Walt Weiss on these days. Look at that.
Trying to find the end of.
Stance that they.
Okay, so the rumor
has it.
So in the NLCS, Gibson hurt his hamstring and his calf. He hurt 2 different parts of his leg.
Hamstring and knee, I think. Different legs.
Yes. And, okay, so let me just fucking shut up. Okay. Wow, cool shot. Ron Hassey coming in to catch. So there's
Steinbach.
There's a lot of lore around this whole thing.
Yeah.
So they put Gibson on the roster even though he's too hurt to play. And he says he was in the trainer's room watching the game on TV getting treatment for his legs when he heard Vin Scully earlier in the game, I think, say, and Gibson is nowhere to be found. And he heard him say that and then ran up and said, hey, I'm ready to pinch hit. I can play in this game. And that's kind of one lore, legend, or rumor or story. I have no idea. If you want to believe it, you can. But I do think baseball's fun because there are stories like this that get invented. So let's just go with it.
Behind the plate.
And Gibson won the MVP. He was the best.
MVP in the league championship series.
Yeah.
Dennis Eckersley.
I do think the thing
45
that
saves.
puts
That really jumps out.
Buckner slightly ahead of this is, I mean, Boston was on the verge of winning the World Series. This is game 1, and this is setting the tempo.
I just think the moment, I think it was voted most exciting World Series moment in some dumb list. I just think, like,
As a moment, a home run is better than an error.
it's not just the fact that he hit a home run. It's the fact that he was, like,
Banged up.
couldn't walk.
Mike Scioscia, though.
Yeah, I like the way he was catching the ball.
Popped up around the bag at second.
So 1 out away, or 1 out, 2 outs away from winning game 1.
Did he want a job
Eckersley
this
with
offseason?
45 saves is not a hard worker.
Maybe.
His name was never mentioned,
Only
right?
15
I
of
don't think
those
so.
45
Interesting.
saves did he work more than 1 inning. And he never worked more than 2.
Saturday Night Live after this.
Coming up next, except on the West Coast, local news and Saturday
Late
Night
80s.
Live.
Decent cast then.
1 out in the 9th.
So right now,
Jeff Hamilton coming
Gibson
up.
knows
It
he's
is
coming up
Hamilton
next, but they put a
who had the
decoy
closest
on
shot
deck.
tonight to get the Dodgers into the game.
No, that's
With
next
1 out
bat.
in the 6th
Sorry.
Next
inning,
bat.
The Dodgers had consecutive
Eck.
singles by Marshall, Shelby, and Scioscia for a run.
Just
And with runners at first and second and 1 out, Hamilton hit into a double play.
Has-
He fouled it away. He broke
has
his
some
back
housewives
doing
and some house
it. The Dodgers really
husbands
have not
Yeah,
been
you're
hurt
into
from
Eckersley?
since.
thirsting for him.
Sidearms you, and
okay.
he'll make you give ground, and he really hits that outside
Not
corner.
necessarily
He will
my
come
type,
inside,
but I think he's a lot of
but he
people's type.
Seems like
likes
he's
that
your
strike
type.
on the outside corner. And there's Gibson.
Sexual,
Gibson.
powerful.
0-1.
Oh, that is
Painted.
a nice pitch.
Seeing
Painted.
him with a helmet on, you have a former Oakland A's out on deck, Mike Davis. Well, we'll see what all that means. I doubt if he'd be up there to hit for Davis. I think that it'll be up to Davis to extend the inning to allow Gibson one last shot.
Good call.
1-2. Sidearm, mean strike.
That was
It's
dirty.
like unhittable. That's a
Yeah.
nice pitch.
That's what he does. He sidearms you, makes you give, and lives on that outside corner. And then if you get too close, he'll push you back, but he doesn't like to throw that many inside strikes.
So Mike Davis will come up
That's a
now.
ferocious
One former
delivery.
That's the
Oakland
same
A's
guy.
Yeah,
to hit for another.
Is that McCarver?
Alfredo
that's
Griffin.
not McCarver.
Who is that?
Garagiola,
Garagiola.
maybe.
2 out, 9th inning. Oakland 4, Dodgers 3.
So now
Here's Mike Davis.
they know Gibson is going to hit.
Davis, like Alfredo Griffin, had
If
a
he gets
very,
on
very
base.
difficult time
Ooh, Mike
adjusting
Davis.
over in the
So
National League.
the rumor here, and Eckersley
He's
says
less
it's
than
not true,
200.
Jake, is that he saw the next dude,
And with
Anderson,
that
on deck.
swing of
Sure.
his,
So he
they
pitched
have
around
selected
him
to
because the
manufacture
easier
some
out
home
was on
runs.
deck, and then they
And he
switched
had
him with
only
Gibson.
two.
Now we get our judgment.
That was a good
When
pitch.
Davis played at Oakland, he hit 22 home runs, 19 home runs, 24.
Former
home
A's
runs.
great. Mike Davis.
Only 2 in the National League.
So I mean, he went right at him
He
there.
really comes at you. He throws
I think
nothing
he
but
saw
strikes.
time was off and he
challenges
just grooved
everybody.
one.
I mean, that's
Same pitch.
Away, off to the left and out of play, 0-1. By the way,
in the last 10
Gibson is
years.
not on deck. Dave Anderson is. A footnote to that, you see
the
7
last
out of
game
10.
won.
Only
Okay.
the 87 Twins,
How about that?
The 84 Tigers
Stats.
and the 80 Phillies have won game 1 and the
Fun with
series.
stats.
We've watched parts of the last 10 World Series.
Yeah, truth.
You like that guy's vibe with suspenders?
The
Aqua
ball,
shirt?
one
No.
strike. Wouldn't chase it, 1-1.
He's not going to give him a ball to pull. It'll be a mistake.
Dude, as
if
of
it
now,
gets inside,
Eck is
because
hitting
you
his
see
spot
what
like
Hassey is
perfectly.
setting up.
So I do think that was maybe, let's see if we can expand the zone or get him a chase. It didn't seem like a missed spot.
Hitters have a great tendency in the American League to chase a bad slider that he throws.
Same pitch.
But that's off the plate. Fastball. Ball 2, 2-1.
Sometimes, too, Ben, when he comes, as we look at Gibson again, when he comes from that way, he kind of drops that arm and he's kind of pitching uphill. So
Jesus.
it'll rise on you.
This guy's smothering everything. Same pitch.
He's just off the plate.
I know.
Each time Davis
But it looks
reduces
like,
the
I don't know.
So the Dodgers are down to their
I think
last
he's not
out.
attacking this guy full on.
3 balls and 1 strike to Mike Davis. Bottom of the 9th.
I'd be interested to see how he pit. Well,
Dodgers 3.
Gibson comes.
If he gets on, we're going to hear some roar.
3-1.
those are all the same pitch. So I can see why people, if you think he pitched around him, certainly looks like it could be that case. Who knows? I mean, X says he didn't, so those are all the same pitch, though. And now they do the switcheroo. Here comes Gibson. Busted up hamstring, busted up knee.
Gibson's a monster, too. I got pretty fed up reading his Wikipedia. He was an All-American college football player. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He only played 1 year of baseball in college. His football coach told him to go play, and he hit like 390, 16 home runs. Was just a monster. Yeah, it's like people are different.
Yeah. So also, Tommy Lasorda was just talking to the runner or the coach. If it got to 2 strikes, the runner's stealing no matter what, because he figured they weren't going to walk him with 2 strikes. So he's going to get that 3rd strike pitch, so might as well just have the runner in scoring position, is what Lasorda later went on to say was the...
Sure, Tom.
I mean, it's a good strategy.
Until he was
That's what you love about baseball.
To start tonight with 2 bad legs. The bad left hamstring and the swollen right knee. And with 2 out, you talk about a roll of the dice. This is it. If he hits the ball on the ground, I would imagine he would be running 50% to first base. So the Dodgers trying to catch lightning right now.
I mean,
they were on top of
jinx.
it. They were on top of it with these little things. Look at him.
Oh, jeez.
Big swing.
So Eckersley hasn't given up a home run in almost 2 months.
You think there's any showmanship to Gibson gimping more than he actually naturally gimped?
After he hits it?
Like during, like after he hits it.
Like right there, I don't think so. I mean, once it happens, you're just getting around the bases. Mark McGuire, everyone. Or he looked how he ended up looking like.
Their cartoon character. Yeah, I don't like that Aqua and suspenders dude.
Okay.
0-1.
Kirky.
Fouled away again.
See, like all that.
Just, he's not going to give him a ball to pull. With Davis,
I just want to. I'd love it if it's real, and I'd love it if it's theatrics. I don't know what it. After
right there?
Yeah, after he swings, he's doing a lot of.
I didn't see too much there.
He was gesturing to Carney Lansford at third. 0-2 to Gibson. The infield is back with 2 out, and Davis at first.
You like how he does the.
Kirk?
Yeah.
Now Gibson during the year.
I mean, it's a big.
But he was a threat to bunt.
Guys have kind of gone away from it a little bit with the high fastball going up, but it's the big lean into it, which I'm not a big fan of because I was scared when I was hitting, so I didn't like to do that.
I just like how he anchors his.
And I kind of can't turn my head like that.
You can't do this.
Like, this is all I got, man.
You're there. I got it. Watch him anchor his arms down.
2 out. Little nubber.
Jeez.
Foul. And it had to be an effort to run that far.
And we saw a questionable nubber in the Red Sox World Series game versus the Mets. That stays fair. This never happens.
Really see the limp. He's not driving that ball. It was by him.
So, like, in the Wikipedia, it was like, from that swing, it was like, hey, this guy can't hit right now.
It's one thing to favor one leg, but you can't favor 2.
No way, and that's what he's trying
a great
to
line.
do. He really is.
0-2 to Gibson. Ball 1. And a throw down to first. Davis just did get back.
Again, something else that could have changed history.
So there's 2 strikes, so I think the steal is on now.
Didn't see it for that split second.
Or no.
A lot of times what you do, you'll give a sign to the first baseman, say, now be there. They call it now be there play. If I get the ball, I'm going to throw it.
Now be there.
Be there play.
There goes Davis, and it's fouled away. So
Kirky.
Mike Davis, who had stolen 7 out of 10 and carrying the tying run, was on the move.
7 out of 10.
They wanted to give Gibson a
In
good
that
shot
World
at it
Series,
with 2
when do you
strikes,
think
but
that
with
is? The
two
season?
strikes, Davis,
I guess so, yeah.
Because the blue pin will score that big run.
I mean, he pinch hit, so I'm
That
guessing
guy
he wasn't
becomes
starting.
Mark
Making it quiver
McGuire.
like a horse trying to get rid of a troublesome fly.
Woo.
2-2.
I mean, that's the same pitch that he was throwing to Mike Davis.
Yeah. They
Mike
could have started
Scioscia
missing the spot. It was just
can only
weird
sit
that there was
down,
4 in a
strike
row.
out.
He threw it there
He led
too,
off the inning and
just
popped up.
outside.
Tony La Russa.
But he's got 2 strikes on him now, so he's trying, and he's swinging, and he's trying to get him a chase on that pitch.
Here's the big
He
pitch.
kinda
He's
hasn't
gotta
hit
make
that
it happen
corner.
on this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out.
Those extra steps that Davis will get if the count goes to 3-2 are very big. So Hasse and Eckersley want that pitch of decision right here.
Uh-oh.
There he goes, way outside. He's stolen it.
Hasse started to throw and kind of bumped Gibson, but it was way
Now
too
they're
late.
standing up.
Davis was way down there, almost as if he could have walked in. Not a bad pitch
this
to
off
handle
speed?
for Hasse outside.
No.
Now watch when he starts to throw. Look at Gibson.
Oh.
And Harvey says, no, he had his base stolen.
No, no,
Mike
no.
Davis
No,
is
no.
on is at second base with 2 out.
You like the diamond?
Now the Dodgers don't need the muscle of
I
Gibson
don't know what you're talking about.
as much as a
When they go in and out of replays, it's like a
Ah.
is the lead
There he is.
Steve Sachs.
Tommy and Tony.
3-2.
All right.
Time is out. Eckersley and La Russa had the same hair. I'd ask them about that.
Who's on deck?
I think they just said Steve Sachs.
Oh.
Sachs waiting on deck, but the game right now.
Well, I think he was their leadoff hitter. Might have dreamed that.
He goes out and gets it.
She is gone.
Most watched home run, I think, ever. Came a Wheaties commercial.
Good
I'm sure.
chance.
That is so funny.
It's the only way he can celebrate.
It's the only part of his body that's functioning. Look at him fucking hobble around.
Jesus.
Who was that? Evans took sacks. It was like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
See
Well,
that?
Sachs almost goes for the whack, and then he tries to pretend he's becoming security, and then everyone's like, no, dude, you're too hyped up.
Yeah, Evans just took sacks by the waist. It
You're
was like,
way
get the
too
fuck
hyped
out of
up.
here.
Yeah. Who do you have to be more gentle with there, Gibson or Lasorda?
Gibson. Because Lasorda, if he falls, he's just kind of a roly-poly-oly.
Yeah.
Like,
I got-
wobble.
well, it's kind of a Humpty Dumpty
Yeah,
situation.
he wobbles and weebles and gets back up. Why don't they just carry him off the field?
I think you're like more risk of hurting him if you try to pick him up and carry him.
His only at-bat of this World Series. Game 1, walk-off.
Worth it.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
How is he so good at being an announcer?
Why are boobs good? Olympic year.
There we go. Is that all arms? Oh, that's a good shot.
That part doesn't get enough love.
Oh, that's actually one of the better
Could he make
replays
it
there.
around the base paths unassisted.
I'll tell you, there are those who say that it's what happens after the base on balls, but it's the base on balls that makes it so bad. A home run would have tied it, but the walk gives him the win.
And that's why you don't hear that.
And Eckersley, who doesn't walk that many, really gets burned here. Watch Lasorda.
Oh.
You know, I said it once before, a few days ago,
everyone just beats him because he's so
Yeah.
slow.
Valuable player.
Heck,
That the most
don't watch
valuable
it,
player
buddy.
For the Dodgers was Tinkerbell. But tonight, I think Tinkerbell backed off for Kirk Gibson.
Lost me on that
And
one,
look
Ben.
at Eckersley.
Yeah, Scully and
Shot to his
Garagiola.
toe.
Garagiola, he hasn't done it.
I've liked him in the past a couple times.
They are going
I don't think I was
wild
ever
at
Team
Dodger
Joe G.
Stadium. No one wants to leave.
All right. So that's that.
Dennis Eckersley allowed.
And then-
How much did that move get done around LA in 1988?
And here is the final out.
5-2 Dodgers in the ninth.
Oral.
Got him. They've done it.
What is that celebration from Morrill?
1969 Mets.
Tried playing it cool.
Possible dream.
Played it so cool. He almost put his head down.
I think he was so locked in,
Yeah, he couldn't unlock
he
himself.
couldn't unlock quick enough.
Let's watch it back.
With 2 out. Steinbach on deck. 5-2 Dodgers in the ninth. Got him. They've done it. Like
Or he has a moment with whoever he looks up to.
it's the impossible dream.
Maybe he saw Bird.
Could have been. Holy smokes.
Fastball, 9
What a hawk.
strikeouts for Hershiser. He gives up a total of 4 hits, and look at the mob. It looked like he was going to be replaced, but he hung in there. Bulldog is quite a
Say,
name. And meanwhile, Jose Canseco
things take a turn.
goes back to the dressing room. The biggest single gun for the Oakland Athletics, thoroughly muffled in the series. And Mr. Oral Hershiser Sr. can finally relax for a moment.
OHS.
The A's, a great hitting ball club, hit 177 in the series and scored a total of 11 runs in 5 games.
Tough sport.
You would have believed it unless you saw it. You'd have to attribute it to pretty good pitching. Very good pitching.
And
Hot take.
especially by the leader on the staff, the master of the house, Oral Hershiser.
It's a bad
The
nickname.
master of the house?
Not good.
Most remarkable
No, it sounds like
Yeah.
bad times in American history.
Yeah.
I have ever seen.
All right. Thank you guys for watching with us. This was the 1988 World Series. One of the biggest moments, like I said, I think it's the most watched home run in history. Just the fact that it was on Wheaties commercials. And
Yeah.
if you'd never have watched baseball in your life, you've seen that.
What are the rivals? Fisk?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Shot heard around the world was that. But the fact that, like, you know,
Yeah, the
because
timing and
a
everything.
commercial,
Yeah.
you know, my aunt who doesn't watch a single baseball game has seen that probably
Right.
20 times, which is crazy. And now we've seen it. Now we've all seen it together. Thanks for watching baseball.